Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 65 of our Hearts of Midlothian save, our bid to take the team to the top of Scottish football, and today it's a massive episode because we get the Champions League group stage underway, and we're going to start here by having the draw. We'll then have two games. One of them will be the first game of the group stage, the second game will be whatever game is sort of around it. I don't know where that's going to fall in just yet, but let's head inside here and let's see who we get in the group stage. I'm excited. Welcome to UEFA headquarters where the good, the great, the glamorous, the who's who, and the who is that of European football gather to see who they will be facing in this year's group stage. Seriously guys, who is that? Somebody call security and get him out of here. And here we are inside the auditorium ready for the draw to take place. Now what we'll do is we'll just kind of skip through till we get to our group. We're obviously seeded fourth. You would expect that. I mean, it doesn't really matter who we get here. We're going to be massively outgunned, aren't we? Oh, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I mean, the names that we're going to get is just absolutely terrifying, isn't it? We're going to be in one of these groups. Look at those names. We're going to be in one of those groups. So let's get group 3 out of the way, and then we can kind of see which one hurts us less, which is the least painful one to be in. So we can't be with Paris and Milan because Celtic's in that one. Sevilla and Shakhtar. So there we go. So the other teams in that group here, we are definitely the lowest ranked team in the competition. I mean, who do we want here? Do we want, ideally, we'd like to think we could parachute into the Europa League. That would be the dream. And the best chance of doing that is probably, if I'm looking at groups here, probably against either Basel or CSKA Moscow. The others all look pretty strong. So I think ideally we'd get absolutely smashed against Real Madrid and Manchester United and probably Benfica and Barcelona as well. But I think ideally Group A or Group E is what we want. Otherwise, we're really going to struggle. And we get Group A. We're playing Barcelona. Messi will be coming to Tynecastle in a competitive fixture. That's not the worst, is it? I mean, if you look at the first seeds, I think Benfica's maybe the softest of them. And if you look at, yeah, as I said, the teams that we could maybe beat for third, Basel or Basel, however you say it, is probably the best bet outside of CSKA Moscow. Could we get Benfica and get out of the group? Probably not. But there we go. That is the fixtures taking place. So here we go. This episode, it'll be Celtic at home in the Premier League, and then it will be Benfica away in the Champions League. Massive episode, guys. Let's have a look though and see how we got on against Wraith and against Rangers. Despite dominating the match, we found ourselves 2-0 down just after half-time. Mitchell found Cameron in space just after the hour to pull one back. A minute later, Wraith failed to clear a free kick, allowing Coping to cross for Clare to tie the game. Before Turnbull completed the comeback from the penalty spot. Clare continued his recent goal spree, scoring our fourth as he finished at the second attempt. So there we go. This was a deserved win, though I will admit I was very worried when we were 2-0 down just after half-time. But Innes Cameron got a goal. Sean Clare continued his goal-scoring ways with a double, and Davy Turnbull as well with a penalty. You can see we did deserve to win. It wasn't the best performance we've ever given, to be honest. Maybe a little bit of a European hangover for this one. But job done. And next up, it was Rangers in the Betfred Cup quarterfinal. A weakened team put up a good fight until Middleton got free to score the only goal late on. So there we go, we were on the back foot for most of this one. You can see, I mean, first of all, it was a very much rotated second string team. Morris actually did quite well in goal. Kept us in the game. You can see we can't really complain about losing it. It was disappointing the goal came so late, and it's Middleton again, one of our favourites. I really wish we could get him back. I think it's about 12 million to sign him, so we can't afford that just yet. We did our best. It was away from home. It was always going to be tricky, but in the end, we did crash out, which was disappointing. So as I said, it's going to be Celtic at home. It's Benfica away. Let's have a quick look at the league tables to update you on that. You can see we're 4 from 4, although maybe not the most convincing. But this game against Celtic, we have a game in hand, so we're actually going neck and neck with them. This is going to be it's going to be tough. Now the transfer window has now closed. There was nothing really to report. We'll have a quick look at the transfer window. Brewster was the last signing in. A couple of outs, so Andy Irving wanted to go out on loan. So we sent him out to Hamilton for this season. I think it won't hurt him going out. And with Dozzell in the club now as well, I almost sold Irving to Hamilton in the transfer window, but we'll send him out on loan. I think his contract was a little bit to run. It's end of next year, it's up. So we'll make a decision on him in the summer, what we want to do. I like Andy Irving, but we may have moved past him. The major out, I guess, was Craig Whiten. 105,000 to Partick Thistle. We've moved past Craig, unfortunately for him. So there we go. So we bought in 1.6 million in transfers this transfer window, and we signed 4.6 million worth of player. Most of that, of course, was Jack Lancaster. Other news is, if we have a look here at Hartford, he is now Scotland international. Lewis Hartford, one of our own, 2 caps, 1 goal, did a good job. A little bit worried about these attributes tracking in the wrong direction, but it's early season. I'm sure that'll turn around. So that is that, and I mean, really the only thing left to do now. There was a lot of talk in the comments, and I had mentioned it. Do we want to try and sign a goalkeeper? And we did. We did want to try and sign a goalkeeper. If I can just get to the short list here and go and show you the goalkeeper that I was looking at. Was Nathan Trott. He wants to leave, but you can see there the asking price there was quite high. His wage demands as well. I mean, he's going to be a good goalkeeper, I think. I don't like the first touch and passing, to be honest, but other than that, he's generally a good goalkeeper. You can see he was going to cost 13 million essentially. The wages were okay. We could have got him in on loan. The reason I didn't is current ability. He's no better than Teddy Smith. And I didn't see the sense in sort of blocking either Teddy Smith, why loan a player that's just as good as Teddy Smith, or equally block the progress of Maurice, who is potentially just as good. So, we didn't do anything. The one player I did almost sign, and should I have done it? Maybe I should have done it anyway, but we'll show you here. It was James Bree from Aston Villa. You can see his transfer listed, 1.3 million. We could have got him for a little bit more of that with them paying some of the wages. The wages were a little bit out of our reach. He was good. He is good. He's better. Right now, he probably would have been an upgrade on anything that we have. Again, the reason that I didn't do this is because, I mean, Usi Tutu right now, he's third choice, but he's a solid Premier League option or Premiership option. Kieran Lang is potentially as good, if not better, than James Bree, so I didn't want to take away game time long term from Kieran Lang. And the other, obviously, we know we have Darnell Johnson, who is he's just as good almost as Bree, certainly in terms of the star ratings. Physically, he's much better. Mentally, he's maybe a little bit weaker, and technically, he's maybe a little bit weaker. But I just feel for where we are right now, we're not going to win anything in Europe this year. I thought, he was a very minor upgrade, and long term on Kieran Lang, he's not even really an upgrade at all. So that's why I didn't do that. But let me know what you think of the transfer window. I did want to try and get a keeper in. There was just nothing available that was a big upgrade. So this brings us to our home game against Celtic. You can see we're in decent form compared to their excellent form. Obviously, that was the Rangers' defeat, and that would have been the first leg of defeat against Genk, I'm assuming. So we know what we're up against here. It's unfortunately for us, Bielsa's still there. They're still an attacking, passing team. Analysis report, this is how they played against Rangers last time out. They did beat Rangers in the league. Unfortunately, we don't have too much by way of analysis report there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for us. You can see there they dominated possession and they had way more shots on goal as well. So this is the team that we are sending out. Now this is the same team that essentially we're looking to play against Benfica in our Champions League debut. So it's Teddy Smith in goal, it's Taylor, it is, now we're going to change this guy's name. Instead of he whose name we cannot pronounce or say, it's going to be he who. Excellent. I think it was Ryan Moss in the comments that suggested that, and that will save a lot of time in commentary. So he who, Coping, and Usi Tutu is the back four for this one. He's not quite ready, Darnell Johnson. We've been playing him in the under-23s to try and get him. I'm hoping he'll be, you can see his actual condition isn't too good there. I'm hoping he'll be good to go in the Champions League game. It's Turnbull and Dominguez in midfield. It's Jones, Hartford, and the goal machine, Sean Clare. It's Uche up top. Let's get out there, but before we get out there, there's just a small ceremony outside of Tynecastle. This being, of course, our first home game since Champions League qualification. Alright everybody, if you just want to gather around quickly, please. Quickly. We do have to get out ready for the warm-up. But before we do that, I just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge a fantastic achievement. Now, there's some things that happen in life that are they just need to be acknowledged. I'm thinking, man walking on the moon, the discovery of penicillin, And hopefully one day there'll be a cure for cancer as well. And up there with any of those achievements is Sean Clare's 4 goals against Genk last time we played at Tynecastle. So in honour of that, in recognition of what was a wonderful achievement, I'd like to unveil the Sean Clare statue! So I think you'll agree, a very, very worthy honour there for Sean Clare. Definitely has earned that. Celtic are playing the way we expect them to, which is good. Tell them to do it for the fans. What do you want to say? Just enjoy the match, maybe? Enjoy the match, boys. Don't get focused on the Champions League. I know it's very tempting. I'm certainly tempted by it, but we've got to put in a good performance here versus Celtic. Alright, and here we go. Now, of course, last time we played Celtic, we beat them 3-1 in the Cup final. I have bottled it a little bit. We are going to start on cautious. I wasn't going to do that, but after the team talk, I just thought, no, we've got to try and be sensible, keep it as tight as we can for as long as we can. So we'll start on cautious, and if things don't go well, we can change back to positive. Work to do here, defending a corner. We have been working on that in training. Curtis Jones has done really, really well there. He's got 3 of his men. He hasn't got the best pace, but he's getting clear. Go on, Curtis Jones. What a goal that would be! Oh, Curtis Jones! He's just scored goal of the season. What a strike. I thought Sean Clare's goal, the opener against Genk last time out, was a massive, important goal. That was absolutely... I'm almost speechless. How has he done that? He looked like he was beaten for all ends. He just couldn't get away from them. And look at that for a finish. Curtis Jones, he's 4th of the year. We're not paying anything for him. Liverpool's paying his wages. Excellent stuff. All right, now can we, if we defend well here, obviously we will be in a very good place. Oh, why has he jumped over the ball? Away. It is away by Coping. Can we get onto that? Here we go again. Curtis Jones. Go yourself, mate. You don't even need teammates. Go yourself. Can he dink out across? Uche's in the middle. He checks back. Oh, he's taken 2 out. What a go. Sean Clare! Go! 4 minutes in. We're 2-0 up. And Curtis Jones is taking the piss. What is he doing? Where did he learn? This isn't the Curtis. I mean, Curtis Jones has been a good player for us. Look at this. Way! Excellent stuff. And Sean Clare, I mean, that's just the goal the second it goes anywhere near him right now, isn't it? Let's give it a concentrate. We don't want to get too carried away here, but we have absolutely torn Celtic to shreds twice on the counter-attack. Absolutely ruthless. Now, can we do this, boys? Can we do this? We don't want to change. I almost don't want to touch anything. Nobody move. Nobody talk. Just let them concentrate. Here we go again. Can we defend? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Inverness is beating Rangers. That would be a cracking result for us, no matter what happens here, if they could do that for us. Bothheim in for Gravenberch. Too much space for Gravenberch. Teddy Smith is there, though. I mean, sort of minimum requirement this year is to come top 2. So if... come on, boys. If Rangers can drop points to Inverness, that's huge. Here we go, Usi Tutu. Now, he is quick. He is quick. Can he pick out a pass here? Can he pick out a pass? He's found Sean Clare. Sean Clare's got the ball. It's almost certainly going to be a goal. Back for Greg Taylor. Oh, no. How many times have we seen this? A misplaced cross. And, oh, hee-hoo. Wonderful tackle. But the ball is still with Celtic. Are we going to get counter-attacked? Oh, well, we're playing on the counter-attack. Yes, we are. Eric Bothheim's 1st of the year. And we just got a little bit too carried away there. Another Greg Taylor. When I say another, that's harsh. But it was a good tackle by Hehu. Another Greg Taylor misplaced cross. How many times have we seen that? And it's cost us a goal. I did say demand more just before that highlight began. And at 2-1, we don't need to see it. Because if it is offside, it's just going to hurt our feelings. Oh, we've come straight back. At 2-1, it becomes a nervous game again. Here we go. Come on, Hartford. Scotland's international now. Here we go with Sean Clare. Can he pick out Uche? Can he pick out Uche? It's blocked. And don't do this again. Don't do this again. Oh, come on. We scored 2 quick goals. Are Celtic going to go and do the same thing to us now? Oh, come on. Ball comes in. It's away by Hehu. It's still there. Bothheim! Oh, my heart skipped a beat. Oh, we've hung on. We've hung on. Now, there was talk in the comments, too, of Lancaster perhaps being the answer to our striking problems, which I had thought about that, because Brewster as well, they can both play up top. I signed them predominantly as wide players, because we do like our wide players do get goals for us. But that is not a bad shout whatsoever. What do we say to this? It's got to be an assertive, don't get complacent, doesn't it? You've been doing well, boys, but we've got to be doing better. Greg Taylor, mate, just get your crosses past the first man, please. He who's had a decent game, Bobby Coping, not so much, and neither has Usi Tutu. Our defence has let. I mean, to only concede one goal, but against Celtic, and your defense isn't playing well. I mean, you could argue that's a good sign. I don't think we want to change anything else there, though. I'm tempted to change it to hit early crosses, maybe I will, just so we don't get caught out from things like we've seen with crosses getting hit into men with our fullbacks higher. I mean, they're only on support. But they still obviously have to be a certain far up the pitch. Oh, it's again. Here we go. Hartford bends one, and it's just never really looked like going in, but a decent enough effort. I'm wondering, do we take Taylor off for Mitchell? The problem with doing that is that Dimitri Mitchell, what do I want to say here? Demand more. He's not a good defensive player. Do we just put Greg Taylor back on defence? But the problem again with that is that we lose our overlapping run. Uche! Oh, it's there! It's Hee-hoo! Somebody put it in! Can we win that? No, we can't. Oh, I tell you, what do we do? What do we do with Taylor? What do we do with Taylor? Concentrate, boys. We've got to take him off. He's not having a good game. Dimitri Mitchell. We're bringing on Dimitri Mitchell for his defensive play. That doesn't sound right, does it? Hartford's looking a little bit tired here. Do we start to bottle it and put in a DM, I wonder? Rest Hartford for the Champions League. Clare's done really well. There's a good ball. Jones. No, come on, boys. Let's get that. Turnbull's got that covered. All right. Slow it down, boys. Sensible play here. Sensible play. There's a good ball for Usi Tutu. Usi Tutu crosses it into nobody. I don't like having the fullbacks that high up the pitch. I really, really don't. We don't need them up there. Maybe we do put them back to defend. Here we go. Usi Tutu. What are you doing, mate? Go back and defend. We're going to have to change them. We're on the counter-attack. We're like, here we go. Dimitri Mitchell! It's 3-1 again! Excellent stuff. Uche with the goal. And have we done it with 10 minutes to go? We'll demand more. But it's looking okay, isn't it? It's looking okay. What do we want to do? Let's take off the overlapping run, maybe. We'll still look to exploit the flanks. We'll be more disciplined now as well. And I think we might just sit the fullbacks back to defend at this point. Good finish from Uche. Mitchell to Uche. We haven't seen that for a while, but there we go. We've seen it again now, and that is excellent stuff. Now, what am I doing here? I want to go to make sub. I don't actually want to make a sub, but I just want to sit these fullbacks back. Why have we got Dimitri Mitchell on the field if we're looking to use him as an out-and-out defender? I think... What can we do here? Do we bring... I'm wondering if we bring Porty O'Connor on. I wanted just to protect this lead, if I'm honest. So we're going to bring Porty O'Connor on for Hartford. We'll do that. We'll use Turnbull as an advanced playmaker, just on support. And then we'll put He-Who forward. He can sit in there, and we'll just play him as an anchor man. Just sit in there, mate. Just break up their play. And let's not do anything silly here, boys. Come on, we've done really, really well. Have we cracked the Celtic conundrum? 4 minutes to go. If they score now, it gets nervy, though, doesn't it? Come on, boys. Come on. Just hold your shape. Oh, what are we doing there? We should have cut that out. Oh, Sean Clare. Excellent. Oh, what are you doing, Sean Clare? No! 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 The statue's gone to his head. And what was that? What was that, Sean Clare? Tighten up. He did so well. Look at that. He's nicked it brilliantly. Just clear it down the line for Uche. You didn't need to do that. That's... Oh, he scores 4 goals in the Champions League and he thinks he can play football. Unbelievable. And now it is... Oh, it is freaking nervous now, isn't it? All right, let's go back to defensive. Oh, let's just pray. Pray that we hang on here. Jones for Usi Tutu. Why are you that far forward, mate? It's behind the goal. There's 10 seconds. We aren't wasting time. Why aren't we wasting time? What is the manager doing here? What a muppet. Slow down. Come on. Have we done that again? We're over time, ref. We're over time. It's headed clear. It's Curtis Jones, and we've only gone and beaten Celtic. First game of the year against them. And we have absolutely destroyed... Have we destroyed them? Let's say we've destroyed them. Excellent. We even gave them a goal. That's how confident we were. Sean Clare's just like, you know what? Let's make this exciting for ourselves. We've got to say... It's always got to be don't get complacent, doesn't it? But we'll give them this one. We'll give them this one. Well done, boys. I mean, in actual fact, we've given them both their goals, haven't we? Because the first one sort of came from that Taylor miscross. So we've done really, really well there. Curtis Jones, that was Absolutely just amazing. That first goal, I tell you what, we already know two of our goals to the season contenders, don't we? Sean Clare's first goal against Genk and that goal from Curtis Jones. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Guys, wait right there, because guess what's happening next? We're making our Champions League debut. Alright guys, welcome back. We are in Benfica, although I don't think Benfica's a place, I think it's Lisbon, isn't it? We're in Portugal, somewhere. We're down in the general area of Europe, ready for a Champions League debut. We are obviously not the favourites for this one. Now, I have just realised that this is the year, of course, of the Winter World Cup. So the fixtures, I was like, why are we having so many fixtures? Like, why is the Champions League coming 3 weeks in a row? And it's because every game, basically we're going to be playing 3 games a week all the way through the season. So I don't know if that helps us or hinders us. It's not ideal, especially given that we are now joint equal top with Celtic with a game in hand. So it's going to be a lot of games coming quickly this year. We're going to have to keep players fit. But yeah, I just realised that. So there we go. Now, what do we know about Benfica? Not that much. Bruno Lange is their manager. Looks like a really, really good manager, to be fair to him. Attacking mentality, standard playing style. We know nothing else about them. Absolutely nothing. So this is going to be interesting. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to play the same way we played against Celtic and with almost the same team. So we're going to keep Teddy Smith in goal, Taylor, Hehu, coping, and we're going to bring Darnell Johnson back in for this one. Not completely match fit, but I think good enough to go. Dozzle comes in for Turnbull, who you can see only at 87 fitness, is not going to get through 90 minutes. So we'll start Dozzle and Dominguez in midfield. If you're wondering, Harry Cochran picked up an injury. I think it was against Wraith, maybe. So that's why we haven't seen him this episode. I should have mentioned that earlier, so apologies for that. Brewster comes in because Hartford is match fatigued. So Brewster comes in down the right. We push Jones inside with Clare on the left. Uche continues up top. This is exciting. It's exciting, but it's also terrifying, isn't it? So they're playing the same way Celtic play. They're not a passing team necessarily, which does make me wonder if we shouldn't do like counter pressing. But we'll stick with it. We'll play on the counter attack again. Pick up where they left off. What do we want to say to this? Where the underdogs go out there and cause an upset. Where the underdogs, there's no pressure to go out there, show everyone what you've got. I like that. I mean, we are the biggest of underdogs, aren't we, in this Champions League group? In this Champions League campaign. Oh, Champions League Anthem, that's good, isn't it? Hear that for the first time. I do wonder, if we're trying to plot the way out of the group, and let me know how you think we'll go in the group. Obviously, we'll get a better sense after this game. I think we've got to be trying for third, don't we? We've got to be trying to get the better of Basel and parachute down into that Europa League. It's just past the post. Barcelona is just basically a write-off, isn't it? That's just 2 games of trying not to embarrass ourselves. Here we go into the area for Rian Brewster. Oh, he's bent one. I tell you what. Did the keeper save that? I think he did. I might have been going wide anyway, but an excellent effort from Rian Brewster there. We go again with Dominguez from a corner. This might be our best chance of a goal, if we're honest. He who goes to pick up the loose ball. Just play in field there. No, that's the end of that highlight. If we are trying to plot a way out of the group, 1 point away from here to Benfica was absolutely huge. Here goes Jota. It's off the wall. Can we launch a break on the end of that? Can we get to that? No. We've changed the camera angle, though, thankfully, so we can kind of see what's going on now. Can we get someone in here to get a block in? Oh, there we go. Darnell Johnson gets it clear. Here we go on the break. Uche out wide. He's not the best at passing. And we've seen it there, haven't we? We really needed him up sort of the top of the pointy end of the attack there and somebody else out wide. And this highlight looks as though it's going to continue. It's been a long one. And, we've gone for a tackle there. We've missed it. We've missed it twice. Oh, too much space. And Teddy Smith, I'm going to say he had that covered, though. That might be being very generous to him. Let's see if we can go again here with a get creative. We've got Uche looking unsure up top. We do have Lancaster on the bench, along with Colin McNeil. McNeil's very pacey as well as strong. So, I'm almost leaning towards him as a replacement for Uche if Uche is going to have one of these days. He's still unhappy. The reason he's unhappy is he was worried about being replaced by Lancaster, if you remember back from the summer transfer special, and that has been coming. So I do want to try and start him as much as possible so that he sort of gets over the fact that he feels like he's being replaced. We want him to move past that, if we can. What have we done here? We've just got sucked into the ball there. He who's just left his man. Maybe Taylor's a little bit too high up the pitch. And yeah, that's cost us a goal, which is disappointing. But There's still time here. There's still time. Here we go again from the corner. Dominguez is in there for Uche! There he is. He's not unsure anymore. He's buried that header. And it's 1-1. And we've come back at them almost immediately. Excellent, excellent stuff. Let's demand more of that. Good ball in from Dominguez. And Uche introduces himself to the Champions League group stages. There we go. Everybody knows about him now. Still looking anxious. There we go. Got over that now as well. Yeah, 1-1 would be a draw, a point away to Benfica would be an absolutely stunning result for us. And what a way it would be to start the Champions League campaign as well. Introduce ourselves to the elite of European football. If we could get a point here, and there's still a long way to go, I'm getting way ahead of myself, but if we could get a point here, you just start to wonder if we beat Benfica at home, if we can take points off Basel, could we sneak out of this group? I tell you what, we don't want that. I think what we actually want is Barcelona to go through the group perfect. Ideally. What do we say? It's got to be... I'm not particularly happy with the way we're playing. I hate doing that to him. I don't like that Uche is on a booking, actually. Nervous. Brewster's looking nervous. That's fine, mate. Come on, you're better than that. And we'll get back out there. I wonder if I shouldn't have said they were rubbish. The problem is that if I feel like the match ratings aren't good enough and I don't say they're rubbish, and they play like crap, almost swore again, and they play like crap second half, then I always regret it. But then you can also decimate their confidence by telling them they're rubbish when they're playing a team like this. Still a kickoff highlight. It's been going on for a little while. Can we force an error at the back? It doesn't look like we can. And this is becoming a very long kickoff highlight, which makes me think it's not actually a kickoff highlight at all. Oh, Teddy Smith had that all day. Never going to score from there, mate. Not against our Teddy. Let's give it a get creative here. Claire's having a surprisingly poor game for him. All three of the front three are just having a poor game, which makes me wonder, is it something about the way we're playing? Do we maybe increase the tempo? Let's try increasing the tempo. Dozzle on a booking in midfield isn't ideal, if we're being honest. Let's give it a get creative here. We might need to start looking at changes. It's not Sean Clare's day. The front three aren't working, are they? I mean, Uche is doing okay, but behind that it's not working. So let's bring Lancaster on. Let's bring Lancaster on for Clare, maybe. Because what we can do later is we can play Dimitri Mitchell on the left and move Lancaster around. So we might try this. Though we're kind of committing to... We can put Turnbull up there. Alright, let's just go with that. It hasn't been Sean Clare's day today. He did well against Celtic. Here we go, Teddy Smith, 15 minutes to go. We're 15 minutes away. It would be a stunning point, wouldn't it? He who goes up there for Lancaster. Can he show us what he's got? There's a decent looking pass. Just can't quite find it over the defender's head. Brewster picks it up. Back for Dozzle. On the booking, of course. Coping. He's got he who. He's also got, I'm assuming that's going to be Dominguez there. It is. Look for your wingers. Use the pitch, boys. You've got a lot of width there you're not using. Go on, he who. For Dozzle. For Dominguez. Oh, I thought he's going to get nicked it off him there. Here we go with Johnson. Can he do a little bit of magic? Darnell Johnson. What's he got? He chips back. It's there for Lancaster. Oh, it's still there. Play it back. Oh, there was the chance for 3 points. Brewster's not having a great day either. I'm panicking here. I don't know what to do. All right, let's bring Dimitri Mitchell on for Brewster. Let's switch these two around. And let's do that. Is there anything else we want to do? It hasn't been Curtis Jones's day. Let's bring Turnbull on. I wonder if he's better up there or Dozzle. Let's keep it like that. Oh, we're so close to a point. We're so close to a point. Darnell Johnson. Can we get more? Can we dream of more? Lancaster, of course, on the right now. That's a poor pass, mate. That's a horrible pass. Don't do it. Don't do it! Oh, you bastards. Unbelievable. Let's give it a push forward. Let's go attacking, and we'll just change things up now. We need to... Oh, it was so close. It's the hope that kills you, and we've been killed there. There's a part of me that thinks, do we just protect goal difference? But I don't think we do. Oh, such a bad pass from Lancaster. Such a bad pass. And his fullback was overlapping. You wouldn't expect that. And I mean, we've been done by a ball over to the back post again, but I mean, in that situation, I don't think it's the tactics' fault. I don't think it's the formation's fault. Don't do that. That's harsh. We don't deserve that. We'll give it a show some passion. We've fallen to pieces right at the end, just when it looked like just when I started to think we're going to get a point. It's not the best header clear. I don't know. They could have done. He would have maybe put it out. We're looking anxious now. All of a sudden, we're falling to pieces. Should we have made those changes? It kind of went wrong then, didn't it? Oh, this is not fair now. This is not what this game was. Yeah. We've come out and we've been absolutely torn to smithereens once we've come out, haven't we? But a disappointing end to what was looking like a wonderful episode. Don't do that. Teddy Smith's there for that one. Alright, Ralph, we've had enough, please, mate. Let me know what you think of the maybe I shouldn't have made those subs. Lancaster on the right hasn't worked. I don't think it was a good... it's just so frustrating. We were so close. And in the end, we weren't excellent, mate. I'm sorry, Mr. Assistant, but that's a lie. So they eased to victory, and in the end, I mean, yes, they probably did, but that wasn't the game, was it? It really wasn't. Oh, that's so disappointing. And if we look at the league tables, we will see that Bale did take a point off Barcelona at home, which is really bad for us. We've heard our goal difference there as well. We were 5 minutes away. Anyway, that's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. I apologise, the episode may be a little bit long with all the other stuff we've had to do with transfer window reviews and things like that, Champions League draws. Let me know how you think we'll go in the group, because next episode we have a massive, massive game, or 2 games, at home to Bale, and we really need to win that if we're going to get anything out of this group for us. And then at home to Barcelona. So yeah, that's going to be big. I can't even, that 4-1 is killing me to look at. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.